My name is Zach Slavor.
I'm Shuchen Zhang, a medalist as well.
Michaeline Engelmeyer.
And Mackenzie Buck.
And today we are in Rochester, Minnesota, and it is June 17th, Saturday, and we are with...
I'm Audra Popp, and I am from central Minnesota, a really small town called Royalton, and we are sitting here at the Hope Lodge, right here next to the Mayo Clinic. I've actually stayed at this Hope Lodge twice in my life. In 2007, I stayed here for 6 weeks and I had radiation therapy to treat my brain tumor. And in 2015, I stayed here for 4 weeks and was treated with proton beam radiation therapy here when it first opened here in the Jacobson building at the Mayo Clinic. I have a very rare brain tumor. It's called an anaplastic pleomorphic xanthoastrocytoma. And my brain tumor has decided to want to come back multiple times. We've actually had it here with me 6 times. So I don't think surgeons use the word lightly, miracle, but he did say it to me. He came in and he said, you know, it was a miracle, Audra. We were able to just go in and take out the whole tumor because there was no blood vessel there to contend with. And I was lucky to stay here at the Hope Lodge, really lucky. I mean, this is like a support group in itself. You meet people from all over the world. I have befriended people that I still stay in contact with from 2007 and in 2015. I think cancer is like really kind of a, you know, everyone always kind of looks at it and thinks it's just terrible, but I've said before, it's like a big door shutting on you that locks behind you and you can't ever go back. Once you have cancer, you kind of always have cancer. I mean, on your chart anyway. But what it does, it opens up lots of other doors for you that some doors are kind of scary to go through. Might be that, oh, I'm having an MRI today and what are the results going to be. Others might be that you're going to come to a support group like this. As I was in the Neuro ICU, my husband, of course, handed me my cell phone, you know, when they first saw me, because, of course, I had like a ton of messages and stuff, and handed it to me, and it fell right out of my hand. And I was like, oh, so then I picked it up out of my hand, it went again. So then, you know, you got your tray table there, so then I picked up the emesis basin that was sitting there, and I couldn't grasp it, and I thought, and then I looked down and they have what's called like compression pumping or sequential stockings on your legs, and I looked down and I go, I don't think they're working because I only feel it on my right side. I don't feel it on my left side. And you know, the nurse came in, she goes, no, they're working. And then I'm like, oh, I can't feel my left knee. So ended up that they don't feel they cut any nerves or anything like that, but they do feel my nerves maybe got a little jumpy, and also they sent me for MRI the following day, sent me for a stat CT scan because I was, of course, they were questioning, could it be a stroke? Luckily, it was not, and the funny thing with that is after all of my surgeries, all 6 of them, for some reason, I end up, you know, watching Wheel of Fortune, and here it's on usually at 6:30, and so it's been kind of a running thing that I have to watch Wheel of Fortune, and I have to guess the prize puzzle after each brain surgery, and so it was about 6 o'clock at night, maybe 6:50. Well, maybe it was. Well, anyway, it was. Wheel of Fortune was coming on, and when I'm noticing all the deficits, and so we were in a scramble. Everybody in my family, everybody in the room, and the nurses were all like, "We got to get Wheel of Fortune on," and they had ordered the stat CT scan, and I guessed every single puzzle, like I had before the contestant, even before anybody else in the room. And again, the volunteer was outside my room, ready to get me on the cart to go to the CT scan, and I guess the prize puzzle before the contestant again, and the nurse is sitting there as we're getting onto the cart. The nurse is like, "Does anyone see anything wrong with this picture?" Like, why is she going for a stat CT scan and she's the only one who guessed the puzzle? But that was pretty awesome. But I felt really good going into the CT scan knowing that I had done that, because cognitively I felt good. You know, I just have a lot of hope. I feel in general like I just have a very positive attitude, and my mantra is, with hope all things are possible. And I've even, like, here at the Hope Lodge, I will pass out little rocks that say hope, that I write hope on them. I said God made the rocks, but I just added the hope. So, you know, and I just think networking with other people has been really good. Otherwise, I've been even though I have cancer, I feel pretty fortunate that I've had cancer. It's my story, but it's still a pretty cool story. Coming to a support group in general is really pretty. I think you can get a lot of information networking with people who've already gone down the path that you're about to go down. Cancer education centers, the American Cancer Society is really great. They have a 1-800 number. Even if you need to call someone and talk to someone at 3 a.m., they will be there to answer the phone.
All right, well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.